Imagine having a friend who's always there for you, through thick and thin, no matter the challenge. Now, picture that friend being a whole country. In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 countries that have stood by Canada's side in times of need, offering unwavering support, from wildfires to global crises. These are the nations that don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk, showing up when it matters most. Ready to find out which countries have Canada's back? Let's get started. Number 10. New Zealand. The laid-back, loyal friend. Imagine the kind of friend who doesn't need to be in the spotlight, but always has your back when you need them. That's New Zealand for Canada. Their bond may not scream in-your-face drama, but it's solid. In 2023, trade between New Zealand and Canada reached around $2.6 billion, with beef, forestry products, and of course, New Zealand's famous dairy and wine being major players. But the real story here is the deep, unspoken friendship that goes far beyond the numbers. Take 2018, for example. British Columbia was ravaged by wildfires, and without hesitation, New Zealand sent 72 firefighters across the globe to lend a hand. They didn't wait to be asked. They just knew it was the right thing to do. That's what friends do. And when it comes to education, their partnership is just as deep. Together, they've invested over $3 million in polar and climate research, diving into glaciers and the science of ice. Over 1,200 Canadians study in New Zealand each year, exchanging knowledge on everything from indigenous practices to environmental strategies. New Zealand may not be loud, but their loyalty, unshakable. Number 9. Norway, the steady, reliable partner. At number 9, we have Norway, a country that's like a cousin to Canada, distant, but deeply connected through shared love for snow, coffee, and a cleaner, greener future. This is a friendship grounded in mutual respect and hard work. In 2022, Norway's state-owned energy company made a $4 billion investment in offshore wind projects off Newfoundland, marking a massive step toward clean energy collaboration. But the bond runs deeper than just business. In 2019, when Norway faced devastating wildfires, Canada sent 2 CL-415 water bombers to help. When Canada was in trouble during Arctic emergencies, Norway's Coast Guard was there, ready to assist. The two countries worked together at the United Nations, co-sponsoring resolutions on marine protection and indigenous rights. And culturally, Norwegian influence can be felt in Canada's music, food, and festivals, like 17. Mai, celebrated by 3,400 Canadians of Norwegian descent. These nations may not always make the headlines, but their friendship, dependable and long-lasting. Number 8. Japan, the thoughtful, reliable friend. Next, we have Japan, a country that embodies respect, patience, and unwavering support. The bond between Japan and Canada isn't just about trade, although that's important too. $6.4 billion in 2023. It's about true connection. Think of Japan as the friend who always shows up with a thoughtful gift and a warm smile, even when you don't expect it. When Japan was struck by the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, Canada immediately responded by sending 150 emergency personnel and over $7 million in aid. Their connection goes beyond disaster relief. In 1998, Japan sent generators and technical experts to help after a massive ice storm hit eastern Canada. But the collaboration doesn't stop there. Today, Japan and Canada are co-investing over $10 million in sustainable agricultural projects and fisheries, ensuring food security in both countries in the face of climate change. And culturally, Canada loves Japan, from anime to sushi, martial arts to music. It's clear that this friendship is built on mutual respect, steady collaboration, and constant support. Number 7. Germany, the practical, hard-working ally. Germany and Canada share a relationship grounded in mutual capability. They're the kind of friends who know how to get things done, quietly and effectively. In 2024, trade between the two countries reached $39 billion, covering everything from Canadian timber to German luxury cars. But when wildfires ravaged Alberta in 2016, Germany didn't hesitate to send 2 firefighting helicopters and trained crews to assist. Germany is one of Canada's NATO military allies, regularly training together during operations like Trident Juncture in Norway. Their collaboration isn't just about military support, it's also about cultural exchange. Oktoberfest in Kitchener, Ontario, attracts over 700,000 visitors each year, and Germany offers scholarships for Canadian students to study abroad in Berlin and Munich. Germany is the reliable friend who's always there when needed, never seeking recognition, but always delivering practical support. Number 6, Australia, the laid-back, brave companion. Australia and Canada share a unique bond. Think of them as the cousins who always bring good vibes, fun humor, and a sense of adventure. In 2023, the trade between the two countries hit $14 billion, with Canadian potash enriching Australian farms and Australian wine making its way to Canadian dinner tables. But when the 2019 to 2020 bushfires hit Australia, Canada responded by sending 45 wildfire experts to assist. And when Canada faced its own wildfire season, Australia didn't hesitate to send AIES, Australian International Emergency Services, to help. These two countries also share common ground in international policy, including climate change, gender equality, and ocean protection. Over 3,000 Canadians study in Australia every year, and the exchange goes both ways. Australia and Canada are culturally and emotionally connected, from shared values to mutual support in times of need. Their friendship is as warm as the Australian sun. Number 5, France, the artistic, emotional connection. France and Canada share a bond that feels like a work of art, rich, textured, and deeply emotional. In 2023, trade between the two countries reached $12 billion, with Canadian maple products and aerospace components flying off French shelves, while French wines and luxury goods are beloved in Canada. But beyond trade, the bond is rooted in true goodwill. When Quebec was hit by devastating floods in 2017, France responded immediately, sending 30 rescue specialists and medical teams to assist. Culturally, the exchange is rich and vibrant. Festivals like Montreal's Jazz Festival and Just for Laughs celebrate French and Canadian talent side by side. The literary exchange is just as strong, with Margaret Atwood and Leonard Cohen's works finding a home in French bookstores. France and Canada regularly co-sponsor human rights resolutions at the United Nations, advocating for causes like press freedom and refugee protection. This is a friendship built on shared values and deep cultural admiration. Number 4, the United Kingdom, the familiar, supportive friend. Canada's bond with the United Kingdom is like catching up with an old friend over tea. Comfortable, familiar, and full of shared stories. In 2024, trade between the two countries reached $50 billion, covering everything from finance to tech. But beyond the trade, when London was hit by terrorist attacks in 2005 and 2017, Canada opened its homes and hearts, providing immediate victim relief. Cultural connections thrive too, with over 10,000 Canadian students studying at UK universities last year. Canada and the UK share a common law legal tradition, meaning they often rely on each other's legal precedents. On the security front, they collaborate through NATO, intelligence sharing networks, and peacekeeping operations. Whether it's support in times of crisis or parliamentary exchanges, the UK is a friend that is always there for Canada. This friendship isn't just about trade. It's about genuine practical support and shared history. Number 3, South Korea, the dynamic, innovative ally. South Korea is one of Canada's most dynamic and forward-thinking allies, blending high-tech collaboration with warm cultural exchange. In 2023, trade between the two countries hit $28 billion, fueled by Canadian minerals and South Korean electronics. But their relationship goes far beyond just business. When Canada's peacekeepers served in East Timor, South Korea sent 25 medical officers to work alongside them in field hospitals. The two countries are also collaborating on cold climate energy solutions, developing solar wind hybrids and microgrid systems to power remote Canadian communities. Cultural exchange thrives as well, with K-pop filling arenas from Toronto to Vancouver and Canadian indie bands performing in Seoul. South Korea isn't just a tech powerhouse, it's a true partner in both innovation and cultural exchange. Number 2, Mexico, the vibrant, generous friend. Mexico and Canada share a friendship that's full of life, vibrancy, and generosity. In 2023, trade between the two countries surged to $70 billion, covering agriculture, automotive parts, and technology services. When Hurricane Otis struck Acapulco, Canada sent 60 search and rescue experts and $5 million in aid. The bond is further strengthened by shared values, culinary exchanges, and joint sustainable agriculture initiatives. Whether it's co-hosting events or helping each other in times of crisis, Mexico is always there for Canada with a lively and inclusive spirit. Number 1, Belgium, the underdog best friend. And finally, at number 1, we have Belgium, a small country with a big heart. In 2024, trade between the two nations reached $8 billion, covering everything from diamonds to pharmaceuticals. But when tragedy struck, Belgium and Canada worked hand in hand. Like in the case of the MH17 tragedy, Belgian and Canadian investigators shared forensic expertise for 18 months to uncover the truth. Belgium also hosts NATO headquarters, where Canadian diplomats collaborate daily on peacekeeping strategies, cybersecurity, and humanitarian efforts. From refugee settlement programs to sweet treats like Belgian chocolates and waffles, Belgium has been a steadfast friend in times of need. Their bond with Canada transcends size and distance. This is the kind of friendship that lasts. From wildfires to scientific breakthroughs, these 10 countries have shown that true friendship isn't about proximity. It's about standing by each other when it counts the most. Which friendship surprised you the most? Or is there another country you think deserves an honorary mention on this list? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories about the friendships that shape our world. Thanks for watching, and remember, real friends always have your back.